What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another Scum video. 0.4 update. The hype is real. Scum is back in the game. This update is truly incredible. In this video, you guys are going to watch us react live on stream yesterday to the 0.4 patch video. We are live Monday through Friday, twitch.tv/JonBlazeLIVE. Go catch us there. Also, to celebrate this new patch, we also dropped a new Scum server. New Jack City. The info, IP address, and Discord will be in the description below. Enjoy the video. Pause the fucking music, John. Patch is here, guys. Patch is here. I am downloading it as we speak, but there's a YouTube video. Are you guys ready for this? Get right into it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Scum video update. Check your weapons and lock and load, because we are finally entering the 0.4 version of the game. What is in the update? Find out from our team.
I need water. I need water.
One of the biggest changes in this patch is complete weapon overhaul, with features like weapon malfunctions, emptying weapons, checking ammo, and so on. Also, we gave first person much needed love, making it more immersive and realistic. The animation team made a great effort, recording and editing more than 800 new animations to cover all the new features. Scum will be the first game to introduce fully functional weapon malfunction system. Taking good care of your weapon will be of great importance now, so make sure that you keep your weapon functional and reliable. What that means is, as the weapon durability drops below a certain threshold, there will be a chance for a malfunction to happen. There are several types of problems you can run into depending on weapon type and its state. Rifles with the external magazine will have different malfunctions than the action bolt rifles. Shotguns will have their own set of malfunctions, as handguns will have theirs too. Let's give an example for both rifle types. Problems such as double feed, where two bullets are inserted at the same time and jammed, or stovepipe, where the bullet casing gets stuck by the bolt mechanics, are only some of the issues you can run into. Once your rifle stops working, pressing a reload key brings a weapon closer to inspect it, with a menu that lists different ways of fixing the problems. You will have to visually identify the issue in order to call a correct repair solution. For example, stovepipe can easily be identified due to stuck bullet casing. Once the problem is fixed, you can continue using your rifle. Keep in mind that this is just a solution for active malfunction and won't actually repair the durability of your rifle. If you choose a wrong repair method, the player will attempt to fix malfunction and you will lose precious time and risk further damaging your weapon for a small amount if the method is harsh. There is also a small chance you can introduce your malfunction while fixing an existing one, just like in real life. Bolt-action rifles, on the other hand, have their own set of problems. As the durability gets lower, chambering will get slower and slower due to rust and dirt accumulating within the rifle. If your rifle is in extremely bad shape, it will take you up to 5 seconds to chamber the rifle. This is something you definitely want to avoid in critical situations, so make sure you always have your weapon cleaned and maintained before going anywhere. Another part of the weapon overhaul is the ability to empty your weapons and magazines. You can now empty the ammo from the newly found magazines or rifles that you potentially don't need or want to combine in some other way. In the upcoming updates, we will add loading magazine system with the appropriate times and animations. Every single weapon has received a revamped fire shake in the first person. There is now a bigger difference between the feel when you shot from small and large caliber. On top of that, motion capture camera shake and holding weapons have been implemented in almost every first-person weapon animation, so you should feel the difference, for instance if you are walking, jogging or running. New animations have been added when holding down weapon in first person, so you can always see what weapon and its setup are you using. This should increase the realism and immersiveness when handling weapons. In the upcoming updates, we plan to add faster ADS movement speed for closing targets and sprinting for quick repositioning.
Hi, Dominic here. Overhauling weapons does not have any meaning without overhauling ammunition. We have made several gameplay and immersion changes while also making some quality of life improvements. Unless you're very good at counting, you will not be sure about the exact amount of bullets in a magazine at a given moment. The new Check Ammo feature allows you to take out your current magazine and see the exact amount of bullets currently in the magazine. Should you choose to play in the first person, upon inspecting the magazine, the bullets will be visible if there are any present. Besides the normal type, you now have access to tracer bullets and armor-piercing rounds. Tracer bullets will help you determine the location of your shots during the low visibility situations. The other type are armor-piercing bullets. Their function really is self-explanatory. Upon penetrating a layer, the bullets will lose less energy. You can see the damage comparison between the normal and the armor-piercing type of the same caliber. The last type that got overhauled are craftable bullets. Crafted and factory-made bullets might have the same caliber, but the former will deal less damage and have a less penetration energy. Each magazine will now support different types of ammunition, meaning you will be able to load multiple types of bullets into the same magazine, provided they have the right caliber. This will give you the option to either load different magazines with different ammunition, load half a magazine with one type and the other half with the other, or if you're a madman, alternate between each bullet. This difference will also be visible while using the Check Ammo option. There were also some changes to the crosshair.
I just want to let you guys know I finished like 5 times already.
The word crosshair might not be applicable here anymore, as the replacement comes in a form of a dot. Position of a white dot will, of course, determine the ideal direction of shooting and will disappear once you start firing. If the dot turns red, it means some object is in front of you and is very close. The dot will now show you exactly where the bullet will land.
Hi, I'm Kele. Continuing the theme of this patch, we've decided that the old way of looking through the scope simply didn't fit the level of immersion that we were aiming for. So we removed the black screen to show the eyepiece of the scope in full detail.
6 times, sorry, I just had to put that.
The lens itself behaves more realistically. Some scopes have front focal planes, which means that the reticles will resize very precisely depending on the current magnification setting, while those with second focal planes most likely have fixed-sized inbuilt rangefinders or no additional zoom settings. Additionally, lenses have varying field curvatures, pronounced chromatic aberration at higher zoom levels, complex eye relief behavior, and can become dirty just like the rest of your equipment. As for some quality of life improvements, you can now change the brightness of the additional information available through the scopes. And to make things even more convenient, we've made it possible to quickly change between looking through the scope and down the sights for those situations when you quickly have to adapt your engagement range. We've also made sure to have held items render exactly the same no matter which field of view angle you chose, which means you will always be able to tell which item you're holding at a glance. There's never been a better time to call shotgun. Take a front row seat, or any seat for that matter, and enjoy the view with your favorite firearm. All passengers can now even lean inside and outside for a better view during a drive-by shooting. Drivers might need to hold the wheel, but they can use their free hand to aim with pistols. Just be careful not to shoot your allies or run off a cliff while looking backwards. You will also find that stepping into your rust bucket feels more immersive now. Instead of teleporting in and out, prisoners will interact with doors and door windows as they enter the vehicle. While windows retract automatically to let you use your firearms more freely, you can leave the doors open to provide yourself with some additional cover from weaker guns and all throwable weapons. Brace yourself for some new realistic vehicular movement mechanics, because you might find it more difficult to accelerate or control them with flat tires. Melee and range weapons can now damage them, after which the wheel that they were attached to loses most of its traction. Depending on the type of wheel drive, the number of damaged tires, and which ones were specifically hit, you may experience completely different challenges while trying to control it. For example, if only the front tires are flat, steering left or right would result in significantly slower angular velocity, while other combinations might cause the vehicle to suddenly drift or spin. But fear not, you can improvise your very own tire repair kit. With it, you can keep your tires in good shape and maybe even avoid potential pursuers. Oh yeah, and then there's the engine. You can disable a vehicle long before it completely explodes by shooting at it. Those with broken engines won't start regardless of your driving skill. The engine is automatically repaired when you repair the car.
We have completely overhauled throwing mechanics. There are a lot of complaints about it, not knowing if you're actually holding an item in your hands and similar issues. You will no longer have these problems.
The
Every
Ninja
single
Star!
throwable item has its own set of animations to enable responsive actions. Most of the work has been done in first person, with motion captured animations for body and camera. You can now hold an item in your hands and press a single key to quickly throw it in various ways. You will have the basic long throw that now feels more responsive than before. But to expand on this feature, we also have implemented cooking and short throwing. Also, two-handed items have their own set of animations and feel more powerful.
What?
Aside from the throwing system, we have implemented a ton of animations for every single weapon for the situations when you approach certain obstacles. Weapons will now react to the obstructed pathing.
They don't go
and
through the
trigger
building no more.
animations.
They go up.
This should hopefully increase the level of immersion in the game. We have also implemented a bayonet system for certain weapons.
I'm done.
You can now mount different types of cold weapons on top of your rifle for the sticky situations. Every single item in the game has a completely new set of first-person animations when held, again, to increase the immersion. This has enabled us to rework previously clunky melee first-person animations. Now all attack animations will cross directly over the center of the screen and will be more responsive. 0.4 update will introduce the first iteration of interchangeable magazines. We are bringing the first stage of new rifle called RPK-74, mostly famous by its ability to hold a round magazine that holds 75 bullets. These bullets are of the same caliber as AK-47, meaning that the new round magazine will be placeable in AK-47 and AKM, using our new type of round magazine. RPK with its feature will be upgraded in later patches depending on the community feedback. On top of that, we are bringing a shorter version of M1887 with its main advantage of being placeable in small backpacks.
The sword off!
Hi all, it's Ratko, the sound guy. I'm here to take you through the audio changes in this week's patch. Since the weapons are in focus, this time some of your favorite firearms got a bit overhauled with sounds, most noticeable M9 pistol and M82 sniper rifle.
What the fuck?
Weapon sound design overhaul will come in stages, so expect some more audio pimping in the future. We also decided to redo our HRTF system from scratch. Pinpointing the location of sound source is of great importance, so we put some extra effort towards this feature. You should be able to better determine sound location horizontally and vertically now. And last but not least, we're introducing hearing damage mechanic in its first iteration. Gunshots are loud, especially if you're aiming down the sights, and you should be pretty affected by the blast.
Oh shh. Get the fuck out of here. No fucking way you guys did this. No fucking way this is a fucking video game. No fucking way.
There are 3 ways to preserve your hearing. Using suppressors, wearing combat helmets, or wearing earplugs. Earplugs will be spawning in pharmacies and medical areas only. Hope you like our changes and see you on the island.
Hi there, Tom here. In this patch we are also bringing you some cool new stuff like ghillies, gloves and more. So let's dive into details. Ghillie suit has finally arrived and now you can become almost invisible, of course when you're sneaking somewhere in the woods or hiding in a bush. It's gonna help you assimilate with the nature, so you only have to calm down and surprise your victim. Having a ghillie suit wouldn't be complete without a ghillie for your weapon. But no worries, ghillie wraps are here as well to cover that metal shine of your rifle a bit and help you hide yourself even better. Some gloves are redesigned and some are totally new, so you will notice more realistic gloves with all those details. New wool gloves are here to keep your hands warm when it's cold, and construction gloves will protect your hands if you got some dirty work to do. Driving gloves are completely redesigned, and we also made a new combat gloves that comes in 2 options, cool and open finger style. If you haven't found any torso protection yet, now you can craft an improvised one to get some basic protection. Improvised bulletproof armor will protect you from a middle range caliber, and improvised taproof vest will reduce the damage if someone attacks you with a blade. M1 helmet is an iconic American military helmet that we mostly recognize from the Vietnam War era. It is still popular and cool looking even today, so we thought it would be really great to have it in our game as well.
And that will be all from us. And remember, on the island there are only 2 types of people, shooters and targets. Hope you enjoy.
What the fuck did I just watch? Wow. Wow. Leva, Dino, all you guys, thank you. I don't even know what the fuck I just watched, Chad. Is this even fucking Scum? Is this even fucking Scum? Holy shit. Thank you guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I've been with this game and this community from day one. Wow. Oh shit, man. That's crazy. Holy fuck. I don't even know what to say, chat. Wow. We gotta go.